What's your views on women's rights?
Okay, so my views on women's rights personally is that I believe that all men and women are equal, despite the past and the trials and tribulations that may have been brought through, you know, older mentalities. That's how I like to, you know, view it. Girl can do anything man can do, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've truly believed that there is no limitation. A girl can make just as much money as a man can. There's no limitation to say that, you know what I mean? Women are beautiful. We must cherish them, and like, you know, they're precious to us. So there's no reason to be able to like do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And anybody who does think like that isn't really a man in my eyes. You get me? Like, you know what I mean? As far as like women is concerned.
What do you lot think? What's your response to what he's saying? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I agree with most of
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, on top of like women's rights as well, I feel like the whole sexualization of women, like, is kind of like overrated a bit. It's like, yeah, they look nice, and you know, you can't tell a woman what to wear. You can't tell her how to dress. She look nice. She got the body. She got the shape. Let her wear what she wants to wear, man. You know, so a man be like, oh, she has no respect for herself because she does this and she does that. She has to say, well, I say, no, man, I'm not mentioning that. I'm a man. I enjoy that shit. Wear what you want, wear, do what you want to do. Because there's too much judgment in this world. That's the issue. People want to judge and say that, yeah, you can only do this, or put label upon this and say that this is only that. The world is universal. You have to understand that you have like so many mentalities that's just corrupted people. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's time to start like getting back to being woke as far as just like respecting each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Respect each other. Like, and don't fucking say like dictate or try to control people. You can only control yourself. You can't control what other people do or tell them what to do. You can only advise, and then after, you know, if they want to do their thing, they want to do their thing. Because as long as you know that you have pure intentions and that you're genuine and that you're showing the person that you're not showing bad intentions towards them, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good from there. You understand what I'm saying?
What's your views on women being sexualized?
me?
Do you feel it's an issue? Do you feel that more needs to be done to raise awareness?
I mean, the thing about the world is that we're too used to, you know, men telling women what to do. You know what I mean? Whether it's just seeing them in music or whatever it may be, women have to be seen as nice looking. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see an ugly woman, which is crazy because, like, there's a lot of ugly dudes who can just walk around and do whatever they please. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's something that happens. I don't really know what to tell you, but it's definitely something that's happening right now, and I feel like it's gotten worse over the time. You know, when I've looked up to people from the 90s, you know what I mean, like people like Jada Pinkett, Nia Long, like women with short hair or whatever, they all looked nice in the face and they were dressed. Now it's like, oh, like you have to, you know, be some type of way in order for you to be seen a certain way. You know what I mean? To be appealing or whatever the case may be. And yeah, like it's definitely something that's happening.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I think we just said, like, another thing, like what we said as well, is that if a woman isn't like dressed feminine, or, do you know what I mean, does all that stuff, and she's like, she doesn't wear makeup or this or that, then it seems like she isn't taking care of herself, or she isn't doing it properly. But guys have to wear makeup, so
You know what I mean? That's actually true.
What's your views on it, my brother?
The same, really, isn't it? It's like, you know what it is? It's mostly like a universal thought process, isn't it? Like, regarding that shit, like, that's what you're supposed to think, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? That's the right. But you get some pricks in the world which they got their own reasons, you know what I mean? Like, one thing I always pay attention to, like, is like the way I take certain things that another man will tell you about women and stuff like that, and then you'll look at probably another man in the same similar predicament, but the women have done two different things. But the woman, that's the same. They seem like they're talking about the same fucking woman. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's like men don't really know how to separate like what.
Well, their brain from their dick, like.
Not even just that. They don't really know how to separate the issues that they have with women.
You mean they generalise when they say, oh, this happened
like
with my ex, or this
yeah,
woman's a slag, it'll be like, oh, they're all like
real.
that.
It's like it's a big generalisation.
Yeah, so you're trying to talk about like from say like your history and what you've learned from your past relationships and talking about it and bringing it to the forefront of the future.
I think that all people do that though. That's another thing. All people do that, but
it's not the best thing, especially when you're getting into a new relationship. Because one thing I've realised in my life is like, you know, none of us can go back to yesterday. None of us can go back to last month. Bringing old shit into new shit is only a recipe for disaster most of the time.
And that's what becomes normal for us as men, isn't it? Yeah. Because anything that you take from anywhere else, you take it into the same situation. So you find a woman, she's always looking for that better. Men, they're literally looking for, even if they're looking for the same, they end up with the exact same thing that they had before, but it's a different drama. But to them, it's still the same woman.
Yeah. So like all women are the same. They're just like being
The thing is, right? They don't do that because.
No, it's crazy. But you have to remember, like women, the way they've been raised, like it's like they've been raised. I mean, generally, I'm talking like this. See, the one thing you have to remember about women, right? Like how the world generally is kind of like trained women, like growing up, is trained to be to attract and to approach. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to remember, women are under a lot of pressure pretty much from young days. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have to fix yourself up, do this, do that, and do this, and it's just like there's nothing wrong with that. You can fix yourself up and do yourself and do it nice. You shouldn't only do that to feel as if you need to have, or that's the only way that you can like attract a man, innit? Because in my eyes, I truly believe that you can still be beautiful without like skinning out yourself too much, you know what I'm saying? Within reason, because if you're like at a vibe or at a party or something, that's different, but I'm talking about day-to-day general basis, cause do you know what I'm saying? Like, and also it's just like the brain, you know what I'm saying? Like, a man like me, like, I'm not trying to toot my own or nothing, but I've been in a lot of relationships, you know what I'm saying, and I've learned from them, because, you know, you have to apply your knowledge. It's all good, like, learning shit, but if you don't apply what you've learned, then you're just going to be in that same loop again and again and make the same mistake all the time, you know what I mean? But I truly believe that, like, it's not easy for women. I mean, did you know, yeah, that when women give birth to children, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think the average threshold for human pain resistance is like 7 units or some shit. But when the woman is giving birth and actually, like, you know what I'm saying, doing that, it's gone up to like 14 units or some shit, which is basically like your threshold of pain, how much you can personally have. So when you realise these things and you realise like how important and, you know, the factor women are to our life. You see me, yeah, I used to do dumb shit. I used to fuck around, I used to do dumb shit. But you know why I stopped doing it? Obviously because I wanted to better off myself, but because I love women in a way where it's like, you know, I don't go for jail and be around next holy man and just there and just can't talk to a gal and can't do nothing. I want to be out and about talking to the gal them and doing what I'm doing. So what if I'm not doing this or showing this anymore, whatever, or the man them checking me, I'm not answering them. Fuck that, change my number, move on in it. But anyway, I'm getting a bit off the subject. What man's trying to say is that women are precious, and you have to understand that they go through a lot of shit just as men do. So we have to always remember these things, you get me? That's what I was trying to say.
Just to touch up on that, I feel like with women, people have forgotten how to appreciate us. Do you know what I mean? And we need more men to speak up for us and to take care of us. Like, we can take care of ourselves, that's cool, but we need to start respecting each other and, you know, looking out for each other.
It's deep, man. If you talk about subject matters and stuff, like, it just depends on your mind, like, yeah. There's just so much I have to say because it's so.
Do you feel, yeah, this is a question for all four of you, do you feel that for the women, do you feel that there's an expectation on how you're supposed to be as a woman, and to the men, do you feel that you've got an unrealistic expectation on women, starting with the women first and then the men?
Yeah, so I think women, people do, like in general, have like a unrealistic expectation of women. Like I said before, it's like they have to wear makeup, they have to be like this, they have to be like that, they have to carry themselves a certain way, be feminine, you know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for women, we're expected, well, in society or whatever, we're expected to look a certain way, to present ourselves in a certain manner, speak in a certain way, you know, present ourselves to people in a certain way, because women are expected to fill a role, especially now in 2018. Like, I don't know if you know, but like these will ask you, oh, what, so you cook yet? No, no, I cook beets. Okay, don't do that with me. Nah.
For real.
So it's stuff like that. It's like, it's not 1940 where women are oppressed and stuff. It's 2018, dude. Like, they speak to us properly. You know what I'm saying?
And it's even like if a girl gets her nails done or does something nice for herself or goes shopping, it's like, oh, your man done that for you.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
No,
I done my own nails, I got my own stuff.
it's like what?
And a lot of guys say it and they're so casual about it and they're totally okay with it. It's not like I get too offended because they don't know any better. But
still.
it's just like, no.
So what? I can't do anything for myself.
Yeah. Same guys that will be like, no, I ain't paying for my girl. She can go work and do her own thing and come home and cook and clean.
You guys, no, you gonna have to do something in this house too. I'm saying, I hope you know how to cook. Because I don't cook. I make beats.
Funny thing is, whenever I take a girl out, I'm always, even though it's not the smartest thing in the world, I always try to pay for her, even if she'll be like, oh no, I'll pay for myself. Because it's just a manly thing. Like, chivalry was never dead, ever. I don't know where that saying even came
Shit, when everyone dead, niggas just went broke.
But money and behaviour are two separate things, you understand? You can have no money but behave a certain way. You can have money and be a total arsehole and no one likes you. Do you know what I mean?
I was definitely going to add to that because this is another thing that actually annoys me about women. Like, I'm for women here, but when a woman goes out and expects a guy to pay, it's like, just as much as you want to be respected by men as a woman and stuff, women shouldn't be going out and going, oh, he's going to pay, do you know what I mean? It's on the other hand, because you shouldn't expect that and go, respect me and a woman. If you're going to act like a woman who should be paid for and stuff, then you can act like the rest as well.
That's right.
It's just, I don't know, innit? I always say it's just a thing where you can look at it like in a relationship stance, or you can look at it like two, just a man and a woman. Because obviously they're talking about like their expectations and that's all. You know what I mean? Like, there's wild expectations for both, isn't it? Like in reality, and like one's expected to look good and the other one's expected to look good. You ain't got no choice, innit? That's the lifestyle, innit? It's like it's either you work your ass off and get everything that you want in life, and that also includes a woman or how many other women that people want in their life. You get me? That's how it works for a man, innit? And then for a woman, I'm not a woman, so I can't really say what it is, but it seems like it's just to find that perfect man at some point of life and have kids. And so you get me? So we both have them wild expectations because nobody actually just says, oh, I want to meet a nice person. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to meet a nice person. Like, I don't really want her to have to look like Beyonce. No, but certain man would be like, no, she don't look like Beyonce. I'm going this way first. But these times, that's the person. You feel me? Like, so expectations is everybody's got a wild expectation in it. It's just like how you. It's some people got to realize what they want in life, innit? Most people, you just got to realize what you want in life, because what you're taught from when you're growing up is not like the fairy tale stuff, innit? It's like you're just taught to kind of like be a boy, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is for girls, as I'm saying. For boys, like, you're just taught to be a boy, innit? Like, you feel me? So it's like you just want to make sure that everybody comes to that mind state where they're like, no, I do want a wife. Like, I do want to make sure my life is set up, and I know that includes having children, and I want my children to have certain morals, so I'm going to find a certain woman who believes in what I believe in, and do you know what I mean, all that sort of stuff. You get me? But that's how far it goes with expectation, because people are not looking for the right person, they're looking for what they want in it. That's what they're looking for what they want. They're not looking for the right stuff, they're not looking for the one that's comfortable with this, that. They're looking for what they want, what looks good, and all the rest of the shit.
Yeah, it's unrealistic, the expectation. It's like, you gotta be hot, but then at the same time you gotta know how to cook. And then at the same time you gotta know how to make money.
Yeah.
At the same time you gotta be smart. You know what I mean?
And then have a baby as well.
Oh yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild expectations. And it's like, oh, you also have to have a really slim waist, so don't eat that much. You know what I mean? It's wild stuff.
Yeah, if you can cook, it's hard to not eat that much.
That's why I don't cook then. So that we can both starve. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you rather have a rich man or a supportive man?
Because we gonna be rich together. You know what I'm saying?
What she said.
Okay, initially, when it comes to like the generalization of like how most people view women, it's pretty much what we've learned growing up. You know, women's supposed to cook, clean, do this, do that. Pretty much just cater to the man in every form, shape and way, you know. But from a personal level, how I feel about like my expectation for women is like, obviously there's always physical attraction, there's always going to be there, innit? Like we can't help it as men, you know what I'm saying? Like we're physically attracted to women, but I'm more attracted to the mind nowadays. You know, I'm only speaking from how I feel right now. Like, obviously, it might have changed over the years, but I'm more attracted to the mind nowadays. Because I was with a woman one time. In fact, I'll keep it real. I was with a woman like late last year. Really liked her. I thought she was cool. She was hot or whatever. But you know, we just didn't connect mentally. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she knew everything about me. I knew everything about her. But I remember one day, like, I came to see her at a yard and stuff. And long story short, she was just like, "Oh, Omar, like, we need to talk." And I was like, alright, so then boom, go in there, and basically she's just like hashing out that like, oh, you know, like, I feel like there's some issues between us, we're not on the same page, like I don't feel like we communicate properly, all of these things, I feel like we're having too much sex. I'm like, look, shit, you asked me at the end of the day, yeah, like, do you want to wait a month before we have sex? I said, calm, cool, yeah, alright, still, yeah, go on, just cuddle and do that. Bruv, that same night, she wanted it. You get me? My expectation personally for a woman that I would like to meet or whatever, it's just us to be on the same page. Ultimately, just to be able to synchronize with each other. These things do take time, obviously, but that is the main essence of what I expect from a woman, to be able to synchronize with her, to be able to talk freely without thinking, oh shit, what should I say next, or you know what I mean, just to be able to just be myself. And at the end of the day, all the other stuff comes, you know what I'm saying, like we all grinding, we all making money for ourselves, we share that with each other, you know what I mean, whatever, and then boom, 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 we just respect each other and keep it moving and move through the ups and the downs, isn't it? You know what I mean? Easier said than done, but that is really how I try to move.
You know where my wildest expectation come from? My wildest, like regarding cooking and cleaning and all that shit. My mum.
Shit, I didn't even touch
To be
on that.
honest, like.
Yeah, but I'm not your mom.
No, I know you're not my mum, but when I sometimes think of a woman,
I get it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because moms do
I don't know,
everything.
I just think of like what, like, you know what I mean?
They do
Like,
everything.
so,
And I think that's alright, because there are women who don't mind not doing anything, sitting at home, cooking and cleaning. There are people, but it shouldn't be a thing where, because she's a woman, she can do it, she should do it. It should be a thing where that is the type of person that they are. Like, there's guys as well that will sit at home and just cook and clean.
you can imagine for the guys that's not like independent within themselves like that, you can imagine how that
Yeah, but it depends. I think
fucks
it
them
can
up.
be a
You know
double.
what I mean, like
not
just
really.
having their mum do everything for them at some point of life, and then all of a sudden now they need to have some other companion, and they're expected the
No,
exact
but I'm
same
saying
shit.
if
Knowing
there's
this
a
person has to go work
relationship-
and them shit themselves.
If there's a relationship between two people, and one's okay with staying home and doing cooking and cleaning, and one's okay with going out and doing the work, that's fine. But it shouldn't be expected that someone's a woman or expected that someone's a man.
I agree with that. What I think is
You
weird
don't
as
do
well,
something with their life nowadays,
like,
you know what I mean? Man?
with the cooking and the cleaning and, you know, sharing, I guess, like housing duties and stuff like that. I feel like really it should just be an even thing. Like at the end of the day, like you both are adults, you both take care of yourselves before you even got into that sort of situation. So why should that change? Like, do you know what I mean? Like if she can't cook or I can't cook or she don't want to do this or do that, we just split it up, yo. Say, alright, fuck it, this day I do this, you do that, and then the next day switch it up. We just shit that shit right in half. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for example, I can't cook for shit. Yeah, I can't cook. Like, I can do like normal things like breakfast and them sort of things there, but I can't really cook rice and peas and, you know, the depths of all these recipes and stuff. So yeah, it would be nice to have a woman who can cook, but if you can't, it's not an issue because I am a man first and foremost. I take care of myself first and foremost, and then we collaborate with the girl, and you know what I mean. Like you have to always remember that you are one before you, like it's a collaboration when you go with someone. It's a synchronization of two people, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, so you do this only. Like it depends because some men like to be very like controlling. Do you know what I'm saying? They thrive with dominance, and like it's good to be an alpha male and be a man, but don't like control everything, because you can only control yourself. You can't control what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta share that shit, because we all adults at the end of the day. Like some people, like, you know, don't wanna like do that shit, but I don't know, the way I grew up and stuff, bro, like after about like 13, 14, mum wasn't doing shit for me as far as just like cleaning, cooking, all them things. That alright, she would cook, but cleaning and everything else, nah, do that yourself. Make up your own bed, wash your own shit, over the place, do this, do that. And I say, alright, mummy, yeah, cool, you know what I mean? Because I know she's training me for later on in life so that I don't get show up by no woman. Do you understand me? Sorry, it's my Jamaican roots, I can't help it. Like, it comes out now and again, but I can't get show up by no woman, you understand? Get me? It's a collaboration, remember this. So, I love this shit. I love this shit so much. Oh gosh. Woman. Yeah, man. No man, everything I'm saying is 100% from the heart. Like, it's just how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Keep at it, man. You're giving us that source.
See, back to what he was saying though, about the standards and everything, innit? Because I was brought up old-fashioned, innit? So like, the key thing for me was, mum was like, if you find a woman, she have to have self-respect, and she has to make sure that, yeah, she does look good. Not saying like dress up like princess, but she has to look good, and you have to be doing your thing, and it's not necessarily making money, but trying to get somewhere. But I think in today's world that it's all about money, innit? And there ain't no really trying to actually find that level. But like, what do you guys think, innit? In terms of obviously the standard, like how women make men feel, innit? In that sense now.
Or in terms of like being broke?
Being broke, trying to get what they need.
Yeah, oh, what, gold diggers?
Not gold diggers, just in sense of how women make men feel in order to be with them. Like whether they don't never know whether the woman looks too good, or she's living a certain lifestyle that she's showing on social media. You know what I'm saying? So that guy that really genuinely likes her is thinking like, rah, like I have to be doing this to get her. So what are your thoughts on how you, like as women, you make men feel?
I think with that, there's a lot of people on social media being a certain way that they're not actually in real life. Females and male, old and young. But I don't know, when you're talking about like women who make men feel like, oh, because she looks a certain way, he has to have like a certain status or a certain amount of money. Do you mean like that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I look a certain way, so you're gonna have to have money if you want to be with me.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. She's at a flat. She's just a gold.
Yeah.
But what if that girl's not a gold digger? That's my point. But what if that's what's being portrayed?
All right.
Like, how do you think that makes a man feel?
Yeah, but we're talking about a man with her saying that because of how she is.
No, but it's just that I'm talking about the lifestyle being portrayed. So because the girl's pretty, got nice this, nice that it's looking like she's that type of way, but she's not. But how do you think that affects men, is what I'm trying to say.
That's not that has nothing to do with her, because she hasn't done anything. You have to find out if she's like that.
Yeah, you have to find out if she's real.
That's something you need to investigate.
But she's just living her life. I think it just sounds like someone's just living their life.
I'm doing my thing. Like, if it looks a way, I cannot help you with how it looks. It's just the way it looks. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything
is a weird one still. What do you think? What do you think?
I kind of get your drift, like you're saying, like how men are supposed to feel, like at the end of that. Like,
You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you see that 30,000 follower chick, like?
For me, obviously, it don't matter to me, and I'm me personally. I don't give a fuck, but I know how it makes the male psyche feel. Like you got to realize that, just like she's saying, a lot of girls probably don't even do half the stuff that they're doing. You see, if that you want to get 30,000 people on your Instagram, don't expect no normal nigga to ever come and talk to you. You know, like real shit. And if they are gonna try and talk to you, trust me, they see you in a certain way. You know what I mean?
That's why a lot of
They see you in a certain way.
So when you say 30,000 views, are you talking about someone?
No, not views, followers.
Followers.
So if they have 30,000
No,
followers,
I'm not talking about just the regular, like, yeah, I'm putting up pictures of some cake and some shit like that.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
like,
so
I'm talking like the gram is popping
body.
in it. Like that's what they're trying to do. The
body
gram,
showing.
yeah, like the gram is popping. And if that is the case, don't expect just any random person to view you in the way you want to be seen. That's the reals. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because there comes to a point where in the male psyche, like you see, like if you, I don't want to say we. What I'm trying to say is, you see, like if they see that, yeah, and they feel like this was like a nice girl or whatever. Just seeing all of them numbers, will stop a man from saying I might wife. Just
How much followers do you have on Instagram?
Just seeing all of them
I
numbers.
don't have a lot of followers.
I don't have a lot either. So we can't really answer that, can we?
But you get what I mean when I'm saying
Not
like
really,
because
I don't get it.
I don't get it because I don't have that many followers, and if I
So
did,
say
it
for
would probably
example,
be
yeah?
business or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because I'm doing music and media related stuff.
I'm not
I
telling
want
you
the
not to put
followers
yourself
for
in
that.
them places, but what I am showing you is that to see the girls that have got the 30,000s and up
Yeah.
and up and up and up and up, these are the people who are being looked at as the people to follow. These are the people that's being looked at as the people that's
30,000
fucking
isn't
up the
really-
imagery. When I'm
You don't even have to be
yeah,
30,000.
you know, I'm just randomizing
The thousands,
numbers,
the thousands.
So are
thousands.
you talking about women that are showing their body and has a load of followers? Because I kind of
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily just the body. It's just the fact that you're a female, and as men, sometimes we might feel we need to be on your level.
but women feel that way too, you know. It's the same thing. It's
It's
not
just a
even. It's not
conversation,
even
man.
about. Yeah.
Communicate. Like,
Yeah.
you need to understand.
Just contact the
each other.
person.
Don't assume.
Like people are like that. Loads of people are like that. Like people, I think people are intimidated to people they think that might have a certain lifestyle, that many followers. But then again, they're just human at the end of the day, and it's about you realizing that it doesn't matter how many followers or how famous they are, how much recognition they have. They're still human at the end of the day. It doesn't mean that they're going to be a certain way. So just approach them, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I definitely understand all of that, but just because you're not talking to me, you're not talking to him, you're
in
talking
general,
like to some
people
random,
in general.
Yeah.
It just sounds like someone with low self-esteem.
Yeah,
You just want to
you-
approach someone.
you get my
It's just
point, and he
simple.
doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to do that,
Yeah.
and he might even have some money. He might even have some money. Put it like that. He might even have some money, but you don't know how to talk to girls. When he sees something like that, he's still not going to feel like he's got the confidence to do it. He's still not going to do that because he's going to feel like a normal man who's going to feel like, oh no, I need to pull up in the range to get that girl. I need to pull up in the Mercs. I need to pull up in that new Audi, because anyhow I try and message her with my amount of things, it's not going to reciprocate. Like, it's just not going to happen. That's going to be in his head first. So you're talking about talking to him. He's not going to attempt it. That one's not going to attempt it. And then the people who do attempt it are the other sort of dude who has the confidence, and trust me, if they get close, they're probably some sort of dirty bastard, you know what I mean?
On the other hand, to be honest, yeah, if like, I don't know, like for women, like I know some like women that I've talked to or whatever about guys, she'll be like, oh, but look at him. I think this has gone like a bit off topic into about social media and people. But like she'll be like, oh, he looks good, he has a nice body, nice car, I don't know how to approach him. I'm not on his level. I feel like I need to do myself up, put on my makeup, look a certain way, lose some weight, be like that to approach this guy. So I think it goes both ways, and I think it really equally goes both ways.
I don't know how it is for
What do you
women.
think?
I just feel like it's a you problem. It's a you issue.
It's someone, it's
So
an
it
individual's
has
problem.
nothing to do with
Things in general.
me having whatever K followers. It has nothing to do with you having range. It's just you having a you issue, and you need to solve that.
Let's get off the social media.
Because it's just
I'm
Let's
just
push away from the social media, yeah? So just imagine See, I wish I would be able to think about this shit first. But just imagine that the social media was like some new realm that you're putting yourself into now. It's like, it's an attention world, right? Like, let's just take it off that, innit? And let's say that same energy was reciprocated on the streets, and say it was that same sort of energy that you was giving off on the streets, but yet when people talk to you, you're not like that, innit? You're not like that. So say, for example, your sexiest picture on your Instagram, you had to walk around the street like that.
I think that's a hard one.
Yeah, so what men do you think do you want to talk to by the end of the day?
Well, it depends.
I'm not going to talk to anybody.
It depends where you are, because in certain countries you can walk around on the beach or on the streets with a bikini and it's not a problem. You take a picture and you're in that country and it's fine.
What's that?
Maybe, I don't know, beaches, places, Miami, like there are places where you can walk around in bikini or shorts. And if you take a picture while you're there and then you walk around normally, like in London you can't walk around with shorts anywhere.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not talking to me and him. This is like just these, you know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the regular people. They will see like a different sort of way to spin it. You know what I mean? But the reason why I'm trying to force that into your lot's heads is because it's a thing that most men will say, but most women don't realize. And it's honesty. It's not a nice thing, but it's something that pops up in their head first, you know.
So in general, do you think that women look at a guy, for example, so like let's get a solid example, let's see a guy in his shorts like on a beach or something, is she gonna go, oh it wouldn't make him my husband because he would walk around the streets or something like that normal? Is that a sort of thing where when, like what you say, men look at a woman a certain way, share certain pictures on their social media, what about the other way? Do you think women look at men like that? No, they don't.
That's the harsh reality of the other way around. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Because if a guy is dressed like that on the beach or whatever, it's just calm, it's fine. It's normal. He's a guy, he can be on the beach, he can be bare chest, he can go around with his chest out. If you're walking around with a bra,